Hello and welcome to the Completely Biased Podcast. I'm Sean, joined with my friend again, Salty Trevor. Salty Trevor, how are you doing today?
I am salty. That's a good a good word for it.
Well, you were texting me all last night. It's like, I'm calling for heads tomorrow. Just wait.
Dude.
So I'm going to throw this to you. I'm going to give you the first part of the show. So I'm going to give the first part of the show to Trevor to rant about the Bulls because we are completely biased. And he is a diehard Bulls fan, diehard Chicago fan, so he's hurting right now. I'm hurting too, just not as...
The game was unwatchable.
Yeah. But after that, we're going to go into, like, he has some questions for me on the other end. So, yeah. But I'm going to throw it to Trevor. Trevor, what makes you so salty?
So, I mean, I don't know where to start. I guess I'll just start in the first quarter of the game. How about that?
Just start from the top, just like it is with the Bulls.
I mean, the biggest problem was, so last night I was really excited to watch the game. I like watching my team. I get excited for 5 minutes, and then I'm like,
oh, and then you scored 6 points in the first quarter.
Hey, we got 7. Blakeney hit a free throw to make it not the worst quarter in Bulls history.
I didn't even realize Antonio Blakeney was on your team.
Well, after he dropped 42 points in the G League, they called him up because he's our best player. I mean, that should tell you all you need.
Blakeney's actually I think going to be a pretty good NBA player.
He was good in Summer League. He was good in preseason. But I mean, that's
LSU did not fit him. It's kind of like Ben Simmons. LSU did not fit him at all.
I'll give the Bulls that. That's the only piece of credit I'm giving them is they found Antonio Blakeney. But so I'm watching the game, and you've watched the Globetrotters, right? You know how when the Globetrotters get the top of the key, they do a little spin cycle. They just kind of keep passing to each other in a big circle. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's what the Bulls do at the top of the court.
Movement.
But the thing is, they just stand there. They just do a little dribble handoff with 3 different people, and then that's it. Whoever gets the ball last just stands there. Yeah. And everybody else is just looking up, wandering around the court, having no idea what they're doing.
Like, oh, we ran the weave. What do we do after that?
Yeah, exactly, dude.
We didn't get that far in practice.
I don't watch a whole lot of college basketball. I mean, I watch mostly ACC.
It looked like a college basketball game.
Well, my point is, what did Fred Hoiberg do at Iowa State to make everybody think that he was the next guru?
Well, people just thought he was the next Brad Stevens.
Why?
Because Brad Stevens came from a small school and had to get.
But Brad Stevens won.
I know. I don't know. What did I do not know at Iowa State. Maybe they just made the tournament one time.
No, they had it because they had. Remember, they had Royce White.
Oh yeah, that's what made him so good. It wasn't Brad Stevens. It wasn't Fred Hoiberg. It was Royce White. They had
Georges Niang after that. So I don't know if he was a good recruiter because Iowa State's kind of an unknown bigger.
Yeah, but those aren't big recruits. They ended up being good players, but they weren't giant recruits.
Anyway, I don't understand. But I guess I'm calling for heads. I mean, they are going nowhere. There's no hope. We have young, good players that have potential.
Your no hope is what they're hoping for. Because you're going to have the number 1 pick in the draft this year, and the next year after that, because there is no lottery anymore.
Dude, I mean, the thing is, the Bulls management doesn't know who their own best players are. The starter, think of this, the starter at the beginning of the year was Nikola Mirotic. Both of his backups are better than he is.
Yeah.
Our best shooting guard, other than Zach LaVine, they thought was Paul Zipser. And I don't think he even played last night.
Paul Zipser probably shouldn't even belong in the NBA.
That's what I'm saying. He was exciting for about 20 games last year. Then after that, it was just, oh, wait, he's Paul Zipser.
Oh, wait, he's Paul Zipser. Right.
So I'm just starting from the top down. Jerry Reinsdorf needs to sell the team because we need somebody that wants to win.
I'm on that same level with the Suns because that's the whole Suns problem with our owner.
Yep. Reinsdorf needs to sell. Actually, the whole Reinsdorf family needs to sell.
Dude, what if Chicago would just... I mean, it would never happen in a million years if the Bulls would never leave Chicago.
No, it wouldn't leave Chicago.
Because there's plenty of people that would love to buy the team in Chicago.
And they still have the number 1 attendance in the NBA.
That's what honestly, that's what I'm kind of scared of with selling the team, though. Because Phoenix is a good city and everything, but I'm just wondering if there's enough people in Phoenix that want to buy it. That would buy the team.
It's not really that popular out there. I mean, there's got to be somebody that could buy the Bulls, right? There's
someone. There has to be someone.
I mean, the Bears need to sell it too. But anyway, I want Jerry Reinsdorf to sell. John Paxson, who did a good job for about 4 or 5 years, he needs to go.
Did he do a good job, or did he get really, really lucky?
Yeah, I think he did a pretty good job.
Who's his big free agent signing? Carlos Boozer?
Well, I was talking more draft.
Yeah, but Derrick Rose was a sure thing, wasn't he?
I don't know.
I mean, the only thing he really hit on, that was out of the blue was Jimmy Butler.
And that was Tom Thibodeau. That wasn't even John Paxson.
Exactly. Like, I mean, Derrick Rose was kind of like a sure thing, like, and he was a Chicago kid. There's no way they're taking Michael Beasley over him. You can't pass that up.
He did, I mean, like Taj Gibson, that was a pretty good pick.
Yeah, I mean, but...
Joakim Noah, that was a good pick. So, like, he had good, or like from 2007 to 2010, they were fine, and then since then, it's just been awful. But his best friend is Fred Hoiberg, so that's what happens when you hire your friends to be your coach. Anyway, he needs to go, Gar Forman needs to go, Fred Hoiberg obviously needs to go. I mean, I would just wipe out everything.
Start over.
I mean...
The problem, I think, is Fred Hoiberg and John Paxson are selling this like we're going to be like the next Philly.
Yeah, they can.
We're gonna tank for a while and then.
But how are they supposed to develop if they don't even know who their own best players are?
I think they do know. They're just purposely not playing them.
No, why is Blakeney in the D League or G League? Sorry,
so he can develop and
develop them against the NBA players. Dude, it's insane. Why was Jerry and Grant starting when you know Chris Dunn is your point guard of the future if you end up going that route? You traded for him for a reason. He's only playing his...
They traded for him just to...
But he's only playing his 60th game. It's not like he's been around forever.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of problems with the Bulls. But I just think... I think they're purposely trying to lose. There's no way that this isn't...
No, I legitimately think Fred Hoiberg is this stupid.
No, I don't like Fred Hoiberg either. I think he's a really, really bad coach. Because even when Philly was tanking, they never, like, once they got Brett Brown? Yeah, once they got Brett Brown, who was going to be their coach for the future, even though they were still bad, they were still playing hard. Yeah, and they were still hanging in there with other teams. The Bulls... It's not like they don't play hard, they just don't play. It seems like they're just not playing at all.
They played hard for about, I remember mentioning, they played hard for about 8 games, and probably the last 3 I've watched, they've just...
Yeah, I mean, and then they realized, we're really bad.
Robin Lopez is the only one trying. Well, I don't think they have anything to play for. Like, have you ever listened to Fred Hoiberg talk? He sounds like an idiot all the time.
They have something, like, the players might have something to play for, because like I said earlier, they're fighting for their NBA careers, but...
I think some of them do. I mean, Robin Lopez is going to play hard no matter what, no matter where he is. I mean,
Markkanen's safe. He's not going anywhere.
Yeah, but he needs to get the ball more and shoot more. David Nwaba, I think, falls under that category that you mentioned. He's playing for his career. But players like Denzel, Denzel Valentine's playing hard. He just can't defend, unfortunately. But, I mean, he's going to be a good scorer, I think.
I was so high up on Denzel Valentine coming out of the draft. We both were.
I thought he could, like... be like JJ Redick on defense, if that makes sense. Like just passable.
Passable, like good team defender. Not really.
He's not.
1-on-1.
But then again, there's no. I mean, who's preaching defense on our entire coaching staff? I mean, I don't know what they're preaching. They're not preaching offense.
It was Jimmy Butler. That's why Jimmy Butler got traded. He brought up defense. He's like, "But what are we going to do on defense?" One time in practice, and Fred Hoiberg's like, "I want that man out of here. Get him out of my sight." And then John Paxson's like, no problem, Fred. Gotcha, Freddie.
No problem, buddy. Slaps him on the butt.
Gotcha, Freddie.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And don't forget about the wonderful trade for Cameron Payne that they made last year. Not only giving up McDermott and Gibson, but they threw a pick in there.
And Gibson was still like, he's like not young a player, but he's like around 30. He's still like a passable like trade piece. Get something worthwhile from him.
I know. Honestly, like
he's been really, really good on Minnesota, and like McDermott's been pretty decent with New York.
We would have honestly had a chance to beat Boston if we had Gibson last year in the playoffs. We're up 2-0 on them.
Once Rondo went down. No.
Yeah, well, there's that also. Last year they didn't know which point guard was the best. They swapped it out 4 times. Yeah. It's a disaster.
And there's no continuity because even when you're not starting the best player, like, stick with your gut and stick with your decision so you at least build some continuity. Make it at least look to the outside that you, like, kind of know what you're doing.
Oh, yeah. Also, our highest paid player is Nikola Mirotic, who won't even go onto the same side of the practice floor as Bobby Portis because he's still throwing a fit. He's like, Bobby, hit me. Such a baby. It's a disaster. They've got to just play their guys. Start Chris Dunn. Obviously, Levine when he gets back. I liked what Nwaba did. Put him in there. He at least hustles. And you've got Markkanen and then Lopez. And when Lopez comes out, bring in Bobby Portis. And that should be who you're playing because those are the only 6 guys that have any talent on the whole team. Except for, I guess, Valentine can score. He's actually shooting really well. But other than that, let me just go off the list. I want Zipser gone, Pondexter gone, Payne gone, Mirotic should have been gone already. Holiday.
The worst thing about
I like Holiday, but gone.
The worst thing about it, though, is you took all your good trade pieces last year and traded them away from basically nothing, and now you have no trade value on any of those guys.
Except Lopez is the other one, because his contract is nice.
But Lopez is one of the guys you want to keep for his veteran.
Exactly.
So
somebody will take Mirotic, but not for anything.
Yeah, he's not. You're going to get like late first,
early
second round picks.
It's a nightmare, dude.
You'll probably get cash considerations, actually.
We'll consider giving you cash. How about that? So who stays in the whole organization? Blakeney stays. Dunn stays.
Blakeney's played like one game.
I don't care. He stays. Levine stays. Markkanen stays. Portis stays, and maybe Valentine. So 6.
Do you think Levine will even play when he gets back? If he can come back sometime in the middle of the year?
He's supposed to start. He started practice this week. He's supposed to at least. I mean, they got to pay him, so you got to see what he can do.
Yeah. Well, no, I think Levine's a really good player, but just their whole wanting to tank thing. Do you think they'll just like, oh, he had a setback?
If he wasn't in a contract year, I would say yeah. But since they have to see what they've got.
Yeah, and even if they didn't sign him or were planning not to sign him, then like someone else would get him on a bargain. Probably that's kind of messed up for him.
Yeah, no, he'll be. I mean, at least he's restricted, so he'll max. Somebody will max him, and then the Bulls will.
He's a really good player. He's leagues above the rest of your team.
Except I like Markkanen still.
I like Markkanen too, but he's fallen off a little bit. I mean, he's still a lot better than I expected him to be. Yeah. I will say that he's a lot better. A lot more.
He's so much tougher than I thought he would be. I legitimately thought he would like fold over and cry.
He still needs to post up a little. Maybe I don't know. Maybe not post up a little bit more, but take more to the basket.
That shot is so quick though.
It is.
That release.
It is. It's really really good. He's a good player.
Oh, I'm just so upset. Feel a little bit better.
You done salting?
I could go for days on this, man. But it's fine.
We need to watch your sodium intake. But anyway, so you had a little segment, or not segment, but little thing for me.
Yeah,
we're gonna go over second and third year players, or third and fourth.
Second and third. So I was
second and third year players, and see if like.
So these are all
they lived up to.
All these players were top. So all the players on the list are top 20 draft picks in 2015, 2016. So 2016, they still have some room to grow. But
2015 would too. I mean, but.
You'd be surprised when you hear this list. Now, these are people that the verdict is still out on. It doesn't mean they're great players or bad players or whatever, but we just don't really
seen enough.
We don't know a whole lot yet.
They show flashes, but
so you can let me know what where their ceiling is, or if they should just be done with the NBA. First one is Jahlil Okafor, pick number 3 in the 2015 draft. I think we need to see more. I think he needs to be in a better situation because he needs to develop a shot, like an outside shot, to be anything in the NBA, but he's still young and talented enough that if he goes to the right situation, I think they will work with him on that. But he needs to go to like a good situation, not a bad losing team. He needs to go to a winning team. Do you think he'd be like the center, like the center?
He needs to go like the Spurs or something.
Well, what if it was like the center of like a 3-and-D team, where like everybody else is on the outside? If you learn at the pat,
I don't think he's good enough to run your entire offense around him though. Like he can definitely score, but it's just like. That's not where the NBA wants to be nowadays.
Right.
So, I think, like, a team... He needs to be in a team with really, really strong leadership and strong players in those positions already. So he can come off the bench and learn from them. That's where he needs to be. It's like, so Spurs... I would even say Warriors, even though the Warriors don't really have anything, like, that is like him. But
yeah,
Draymond Green and stuff could teach him, how, like, this is how you can expand your game, learn defense... And, become a better passer, like you were saying, like when he does have to post up, because that is by far his biggest strength, and he's still one probably. But it shows like how bad the post or how little the post is used now. He's probably still like a top 5 post scorer.
Yeah,
like he's a really like when he was a rookie, he was a really really good post operator, and just,
yeah.
But yeah, I still think we need to see more from him. He deserves at least another chance.
All right, 5th pick, 2015, Mario Hezonja.
Yeah,
Is it over?
It's over.
Okay.
I'd say he deserves another chance, but his whole attitude about everything is just kind of...
He's so cocky.
Yeah, he thinks he's LeBron. Because whenever he goes back to whatever country he comes from, he's